Hello, everybody. Hello, Vasiliki and Athanasia. My name is Nina Kuhns, and I am pleased, honored, and humbled to be here today with you, being your host. This is your platform, girls, and what is everybody wanting to know more about you, more about the workshops, and more about your participation in our conference in Hania 2021. Welcome, everybody in the audience. Let's have a good time together. Let me ask the panelists to introduce themselves briefly. Let us start with Vasiliki. Vasiliki, tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, guys. I've been a Toastmaster since 2017, but I was introduced to Toastmasters back in 2004. I live in Piraeus, in a small city near Athens, and I love, apart from Toastmasters, to go and play capoeira with my friends. I speak 6 languages, and I'm learning my 7th one. And generally, I love learning and I love singing. And you'll see that when you do my workshop, you're going to end up love singing too. So back to Athanasia.
Thank you. Athanasia, your time.
Okay, thank you, Nina. Thank you, Vasiliki. I honestly think that one of the most challenging questions that the person can ask someone else is, who are you, and introduce yourself. So what can I say about myself? I'm going to be brief and say that I am Athanasia, as you can see on the screen. My name means immortality, for those that don't know Greek. I'm originally from Greece. I was born in the UK. And I'm currently living in Canada in my own small safety bubble on a beautiful small lake with my husband, Dan, and our lovely dog, Kona. I'm very happy to be here with you all today, and especially with the listeners and Vasiliki and Nina. And a few things that someone needs to know about me. I'm a speaker, I'm an artist, I'm a sugar paste chef, I'm a podcaster, I'm a thriver, and there's nothing that connects these 3 other than me. Back to you, Nina. Thank you.
Excellent. We have a person which is a sweet person at the end, which is an artist coming from the bubble of Canada to our conference in Hania. And on the other hand, we have Vasiliki, who is going to communicate with you in so many languages and will make you sing. My dear ladies, what a pleasure. You represent for me my dream. Eat sweets and enjoy cakes and enjoy many different languages. We do a good team. But ladies, how did you come to participate in our conference? Vasiliki, how did you come to say, yes, I want to do something to work with Hania 2021?
Well, I was giving many speeches about things that were interested in me, that I was interested in. And my club, the Hellenic American Union Toastmasters Club in Athens, seemed very interested in what I had to say. In one of the sessions, I had a speech on how Mary Poppins is leading and what are the elements that we can actually take from the songs and transmute them to life lessons. So I got that, and that actually made me think, what about if we had a chance to turn this into a workshop? So that was number 1, because I came with 2 more ideas when I participated when I wanted to give my petition to be a speaker. So the other 2 is how to be a good mentor, and the other one had to do with questions. All this had to do with the club and the community of Toastmasters and speakers. What I was interested in was to help people see different angles of life and life lessons that they need to take. So that was what made me want to participate at the conference as a speaker.
That's very interesting. Mary Poppins, actually, it's one of my childhood characters. And are you going to come down with an umbrella and singing up from the rooftops, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, etc.?
For now, I don't have an umbrella, but I have this. I don't know if you can see it.
awesome.
In here, you can see the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So you better be ready.
I will write down this sentence and memorize it. What about you, Athanasia? Athanasia, tell us about you. How did you come to participate in our conference?
What made me participate in this conference is my excitement to share what I have learned. I think words have power. They're very powerful, and we need to get them out there. And what's the best way to get our words out there and give them voice? Through podcasting. So it's not something that is very commonly used, although podcasting has been around for 40 years and it was a bit of history. It was known as audio blogging. And in 2004, it started to take up and to be used as podcasting with the internet and the smart devices and all that coming alive. And because I think that everyone has a message to share, and we have powerful messages to share and our expertise in our own fields, we need to give voice to those words. And I'm so excited, and I want to share all this knowledge that I got through searching and reading and podcasting myself and being a guest on many shows. So this is why I decided to join the conference as a speaker.
Give voice to your words. This is a powerful sentence. I really enjoy it because it's not about only communication and speaking, but giving the special intonation of our voice to all our words carrying a message. Thank you, Athanasia. Ladies, you are passionate. You must have a passion that you would like to share with us. If you could reframe this passion, Vasiliki, what would you say? That's what I'm passionate about.
I'm passionate about helping people see the good in them. I believe that all people have talents and all people have a good side. And I love taking simple concepts and turning them to life lessons for me, my students, and the audience.
And what about you, Athanasia?
Oh, I'm passionate about many things, but and it's hard to nail them down in just one. But if I can say two, I can say that one of the things that I'm really passionate about is creating art, because through art I'm finding solace, and I'm expressing my feelings in a creative way. And another thing that I'm very, very passionate about, and I also consider it to be my mission in life, is raising awareness on road safety. And one of the ways to achieve this is through podcasting. I experienced the impact of a road accident. I experienced devastating, catastrophic events. So as a fatal car crash burn survivor, I value life as a gift, and I appreciate every moment. And I have learned that our safety shouldn't be taken lightly. So sharing my message by inspiring my audience, by motivating them to follow their dreams, to keep on living, and to never put their lives or the lives of others in danger, has been a huge passion of mine for the last 5 years. Thank you.
This is a powerful message indeed, and it's something that we need the most, to be called back to attention, because life can change in a second. Create awareness with giving power to your voice, or to voice to your words. It's so an important mission. Ladies, you have a mission, you have a passion. What about, do you have something secret that nobody knows about you, that you would like to share with us? It stays here in our community, in our Hania 2021 virtual cruise. Nobody else would know it. Vasiliki, tell us about it. You're laughing.
Okay, it's not something that not anybody knows. Very close, a very close team of people know. They were very close to me. They were the Hanya core team. I was part of them. And I was very, very stressed during during November. So I said, guys, I'm not gonna go on as a PR. And I think that was the best decision I made, because the person who actually took my place, Paula, is so extremely good at what she's doing. She has given a fresh look in everything, and I was thrilled to do it. So through this secret, I would also like to pass the message: if you have any issue with your health and you are part of a good team, don't be afraid to leave. I left my position. I've been helping Paula however I can, but I feel so grateful because that woman has worked as a mentor to me as well. I learned so many things close to her. So I feel that this secret needed to go public. She is amazing. She has been doing an amazing job as a PR chair through this conference. And I really would like to say thank you to her.
Indeed. Know, although you're passionate about something, know when you should say, stop, I will stay aside and I will keep involved, but with other priorities in head. That's such a great skill, when to say stop and when to say go on. I find that you're a very strong woman, Vasiliki, and you are for me a role model. Athanasia, tell us a secret. You are so far away from us in Canada and yet so close. Bring me closer to you. Share with me.
Okay, Nina, I have to admit that I was scary and I was petrified this question will come up. Okay, one thing that not many people know about me, I'm usually an open book. I don't have anything to hide, and I don't have any skeletons in my closet. But I have an embarrassing moment that I can share, and perhaps some of the people that are listening right now can resonate with it, because it was when I was in my second year in high school, and my teacher, Mr. Patkos, he was our teacher of ancient Greek. He wrote something on the blackboard, and it didn't really make sense. And he turned around and he asked me to read it. And I saw the phrase and I had no idea what was that. So I ignored him with the hope that he will ask someone else. But instead, with a loud voice in authority, he said, "Athanasia, are you not listening to me? Read this phrase to the class." And I remember that I felt a knot in my throat, just blocking my airway, and the words just wouldn't come out. So he asked me again, of course, and the moment he did, I was in tears. I couldn't read it. I was scared of exposing myself to my classmates by reading it wrong, and I made a bigger fool of myself by bursting into tears. And I remember that moment to this day, and it was one of the most difficult moments I experienced during my school years. But this memory is one of the reasons that I am here today, because I wanted to overcome that fear of speaking up.
I'm very, very touched by this story, because we all experience in our lives at one point or another any sensible moment, any place where we don't feel comfortable and we are afraid to speak up. But I still need to ask you back, Athanasia, what did the sentence mean?
I don't even remember. I don't remember.
Not even by curiosity. Go back and ask your teacher.
I blocked that, I just wanted to block that memory out. It was not a very good time of my school years.
Then let's do something different. Let's replace any bad memory for something good, with something positive, with supercalifraxily words that can cheer you up. Let us place the magic of Mary Poppins and go back to another question, because I'm interested. Everyone has read something and has heard something inspirational that it can be used and it can be shared. But what about a quote that you refer to? A quote that you can say, I like it and I find it useful and I want to share it with you. Vasiliki.
One of my favorite leaders right now is Richard Branson. and I have been following his advice about doing what challenges you, what you are going to learn from, and not what is easy. And I've been using that as my motto in my everyday life. And I've seen tremendous challenges turn into wonderful lessons. And I really, really appreciate him, his work, and what this small phrase has done to my life, because I've been challenging myself beyond imagination for the last year.
Challenge yourself.
Do what challenge you, not what is easy.
Bravo, Vasiliki. I have Frank Kaiser here commenting, determined to the core. And this is a powerful skill that we need to embrace. We shouldn't be afraid of embrace it. Athanasia, what about you? Share with us a quote.
That's an excellent quote that Vasiliki shared. I love quotes, but if I have to choose my all-time favorite one, I would say that the words of Socrates have been something that I try to follow in my life. And the quote is, "Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others." And this quote really speaks to me, and I follow it as much as I can because respect, acceptance, and kindness are three of the most high valued qualities a person can have. And in my opinion, and if I could also add another thing, is that I live my life following this quote and I feel good. And I'm following also my own motto by saying that it only takes one split second for reality to change. So I encourage you all to treasure each second, use your time wisely, and be kind.
Using your time wisely, be kind, and most of it, participate in Hania Conference. You ladies are leading these workshops. Tell us a little bit, what are your workshops going to be about? Vasiliki, share a little bit, sneak peek.
Okay. Now, I am expecting that people who are going to participate in my workshop will have in their minds somebody that is going to act like Mary Poppins, and then they're just gonna throw some fairy dust or something like that and make them fly, which is a wonderful idea. However, they're going to be actually working and they're going to be challenged, and I'm going to be a mere maestro and they are going to play the instruments, which means that I have prepared a certain set of tasks so that when the participants leave, they're going to leave with greater self-knowledge, believing in themselves and in other people. That's my goal.
Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Work your way, believe in yourself, and you will guide us to learn this skill. Good.
Yes.
I like it.
You'll see how I'm going to do it.
I will be there. Athanasia, share a little bit about your workshop.
I want to say that Vasiliki's workshop sounds supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. See, I did my homework. Okay, I'm going to speak about words, as I mentioned, and how we can give voice to our words and allow our words to travel in the whole world through podcasting. And all we need is three things. We need passion, we need an electronic device, such as a phone or a laptop, and a microphone. And our listeners will be just one click away. And I can't wait to share this new platform. Well, it's not a new platform, as I already mentioned, but it's very interesting to see how your words can reach anyone, anywhere in the world. I experienced that by being a guest on some shows, and I have been contacted by other people to go on their show as a guest. So I really feel that it's something that we have as Toastmasters, but we like speaking, right? So we like our audience. So why not expand? And why not speak to a wider audience? So that's what I'm going to speak about, how to launch your own podcast. And I will try to make it as easy as possible.
Perfect. Because me and technology, you see this little smiley friend behind me? is my friend Lolo. And Lolo knows more about technology and setting up stuff than me. So I'm really curious, how can I learn how to broadcast? Any ideas, any message, any views? Thank you, Athanasia. Our conference, our virtual conference, is about logos, ethos, pathos. You heard about these three pillars of communication from Aristotle. You are both Greek girls, ladies, powerful women. Tell us with which of these pillars you identify the most or matches the most your conference workshop. Vasiliki.
Okay. Well, you mentioned that we are Greeks, so let me take advantage of my knowledge on that. Aristotle mentions in his book Rhetoric that there are three ways to persuade an audience: logos, the logical evidence or story; pathos, the appeal to the emotion of the audience; and lastly, appeal to the ethos, the character of the person who's speaking. Now, from all three, I believe Aristotle favored logos, but I believe that life and communication needs all three. And if you combine them with the values of Toastmasters, that is, integrity, respect, service, and excellence, then you have the perfect combination. So I believe that what I'm going to give to people is going to have all three.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Vasiliki. Athanasia, tell me about you.
Well, I have to agree with Vasiliki. If I have to choose one of them, the one that resonates more with me is ethos. I believe in strong values. I believe that when we speak, we need to speak with authority when we have to, and to get our message across. But we cannot forget to speak with passion and bring emotion, and we cannot forget to use our words wisely. So I think it's a combination of three that makes a great speaker, and it's a combination of three that makes a great leader. And I think that this conference brings all this together, and I'm very happy to be among the speakers. Thank you.
Frank in our comments says ethos, pathos, logos, and sometimes the fourth secret ingredient is gyros. We all agree with that one. We can all agree with that one. A little bit of gyros can make all other three much understandable. Barriga llena and corazón contento, as we said in Spanish, is when you are satisfied, you are happy. But ladies, our conference is not only about gyros or logos or pathos or ethos. Our conference is about divergent thinking. For you, Vasiliki, how divergent thinking plays a role? What is your opinion about it?
We are living in an era that calls for all the divergent thinking skills we have, because we need to be creative and we need to check things through different angle. So I feel that my my workshop had a lot of divergent thinking, has a lot of divergent thinking into it, from the title to the actual workshop. So I prefer to answer through my workshop, because that's where you're going to find the divergent thinking in everything that you're going to see.
Thinking out of the box, attend Vasiliki's workshop. Let us do that. But let me hear also, Athanasia, what do you think?
Okay, Vincent van Gogh for me has been also an inspiration, and one of his many quotes is that, what would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? And that is what divergent thinking is to me, to have the courage to try new things, to be creative, to come up with new ideas, to follow those ideas, even if they don't always make sense. And even if we fail, that's okay. We can just get up, brush the dust off, and with courage, keep on trying, following the next idea. And we have proved that even more during the last year, as Vasiliki said, that we can adapt to changes and we can be extremely creative as to get the results that we are aiming for. And I think this conference is also another perfect example of divergent thinking, and it's well organized. And I truly believe that everyone behind the scenes working so hard are diverged thinkers, that they have brought ideas to the table to make this conference in Hanya to be a success. And thank you all for your effort and your hard work.
Thank you very much. We indeed are all putting our best in it because we're inclusive and so diverse. We have a plethora of speakers and of choices for workshops. It's great to have both of you as our workshop givers and leaders for this next weekend, Hania 2021, the 14th to the 16th of May. Ladies, if I ask you, because we already spoke a little bit about your workshops, if there is one key skill, one key message that your attendees will get from your workshops, what would that be? If you will say, okay, I move my wand, you attend my workshop, and you are taking this core skill, what would that be? Vasiliki?
One message, okay? Seek
For
for
your
talent.
attendees.
Seek for talent all around you and within you. You got it. We got it.
You're creating the hunger to seek for it, to go for it, look for it, look for getting better.
Yes, because we you know, there are sometimes I see people that they are so talented and they're so afraid of what they have, and they are so afraid to share, and they believe just because somebody told them that they don't have any talents, that they actually don't have any talents. Or they say, you know, I'm a math type, I'm not artistic, which is You'll see.
Talent.
Yes,
I definitely will
there is
attend
there.
that, because there is people that were told, and there is people who knows I have no talent. I will attend your workshop to find some. Athanasia, one key message for your attendees.
I will help them see or understand that they all have something to share, and that their words have power, their voice has power. And I am going to try and make it as easy as possible by sharing what I have learned, and by giving to anyone that will be at the workshop, they will get a free guide and a workbook that they can work on when they leave. And because I know that not many people want to be the host of a podcast and do all the editing and do all the promoting and do all the work, really, and they just want to be guests, I have something for them too. So they are going to see that they have the power, and their words have power, and how to spread the words.
Thank you so much, Nasia and Vasiliki. Amazing. For a person like me, who likes to eat cakes, who has an interest in languages, but also likes heroes and enjoys very much learning new things, although I have no talent. Come on, I go for talent. I go for some clarity. I go for your goodie bag of the list on gear. How can I start to give power to my voice? I love it. Athanasia and Vasiliki, thank you very much for sharing this moment with us. I see the clock is ticking, and I'm really looking forward seeing you both. Athanasia, have you checked our agenda? Can I ask you one last question before going away? Who would you like to attend? Which other workshop would you like to attend? Recommend.
Okay, my list is long. I'm definitely going to Vasiliki's workshop, and I'm not saying that just because she's, well, next to me somewhere. But I do think that my presentations are missing some of that magic flair, that magic touch that she's talking about. So I'm definitely going to her workshop. And I'm starting with Barbara's. She's the first speaker, so I'm not going to miss that. And then I'm thinking Scott. Sorry if I don't remember the last names. And one workshop or presentation that really struck a chord to me was from Hassan, if I remember the name right, about persuading your audience to act. And that really speaks to me because that's what I'm trying to do through my presentations. And I also like Lisa's Marie's with the TikTok and Tickle. And I want to know more about the Rotary. And there's so many. I don't want to miss any of them. And I need to say that I am 7 hours behind, which means that the workshops and the conference starts at 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. So it will be 3 a.m. here. And I'm going to wake up. And I'm doing this sacrifice because I have a lot to learn from all these speakers. So I think that going on this conference and going on all the workshops that you can go and presentations to the listeners it does worth the sacrifice. So make sure you have time.
Thank you, Athanasia. What an honor indeed. There is plenty for everybody, and there is plenty for us to go and attend each and every session. Thank you, Athanasia. Thank you very much. And this is from me all. Thank you for our live audience, our comments, and see you next weekend in Hania Virtual Conference. Thank you. Bye, Athanasia.
Bye.
Bye, Vasiliki.